Yo, I haven't been on here in so long. Almost said hi, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, hi baby boos, welcome back to my channel. I am Kiktober for those who don't know. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're one of my baby boos. I know I haven't been on here in a while. Honestly guys, like life has been lifing, and I'm so tired of the on and off. But like honestly, you will think that like you go and you come back and then you go away and then it's just that mess. So hopefully like now I'm as good as I think to actually like be consistent and grow my channel and like obviously create this relationship with you guys as best as I can. But otherwise I'm back as much as I can. And yeah, so otherwise guys, today I'm doing a story time. It's been a long time since I've done a story time, so I thought like let's be about it. It's basically a mukbang because I'm gonna be having some, well, I almost said some burger, what the hell, a chip strip roll from Muchachos. I don't know if you guys have actually had it because I don't know if they sell it at every Muchachos, but okay. Oh, I've never seen it on the menu though. But yeah, and obviously I'm having my fave. A moment of silence. Okay, thank you. I'll be having some strong bow as well. So yeah, otherwise I think like let's get into the story because I feel like I'm just rambling and I'm saying a lot. And yeah, let me actually take a bite of my food first before anything. Guys, this thing is like very good. But this thing is not something that you'd eat on camera because it's literally so messy. But anyway, okay, cool. So this story is about the time I got entangled with a guy and his dad. Okay, entangled though is pretty dramatic, but everything just happened so weirdly. And I don't think entangled is the word in Zauti. Met, or I don't know, but like everything just happened so weirdly, and it was just like a coincidence that I never thought could just happen. So let me tell you guys a story. So a friend of mine had invited us a friend of mine had invited us to his place. Yeah, well, he was having a party and all of those things and stuff. So I go there, my cousins. When I get there, I see this nigga. See this nigga. And the thing is, like, I knew this guy, like I knew his name and everything and whatever, from like high school and stuff, like mutual friends and all that stuff, but I had never like seen him or anything like that. But I always thought like he was cute, Okay, cool. So as figure pan, oh okay, my cousins and I were coming from somewhere, yeah, bo. So already like judged, like in terms of like drinking and stuff like that, since see online. Fine, we get there again, we'll go, and like too, like a horse flowing, like it's a good time. Okay, let me not say it's a good time because they were watching TV, but let me say there was gang alcohol, like such about shake. Okay, fine, condo. Homeboy is just chilling there. Obviously, like we don't know each other and stuff like that. Yeah, those are vibes. Fine. So as soon as I get them, I'm like, oh, child. I go like, go chat with this nigga. This nigga's like watching sport, and I remember he was watching MMA, and I'd never like watched MMA in my life. So I get there and now I'm asking him questions like, yeah, like, what is this about? Pretending like I care. I even remember the names, guys, of like the girlies that were fighting, even Amanda something, but it was just lit. So I get there, I chat to this nigga, and I'm like, you know what, I don't even remember, guys, because as I said before that, we had been drinking. My cousins and I came from somewhere we had been drinking. So girl, I barely remember what I said, but I remember, like, I know I was like to him, Bana, like, listen, broski, like, I'm about you, you know. And come again, there's no one does must flirt, moving forward, not flirting to determine if it in way forward, must it, and then way forward to make a flirt, you know. So okay, fine, be condo. Homeboy and I, like, we're hooking up now, like, we're, you know, like, ngabo back to it. Ukubone masipha usephathini beyila couple. You made a couple and things like that. So okay, fine, ngabe condo, like Sivan and stuff like that. And honestly, like, he was the sweetest, like, he was the sweetest guy ever. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I had like such a big crush. Like, I was just like, oh my word, like, I love him. Like, please, like, I literally have to marry him. Okay. Fine, we stay there and stuff at the party and stuff. The night carries on. We two sleepover vibes and things like that. I get the worst happens. I forgot to mention, while we were like vibing and stuff like that the whole night, whatever, his dad calls them. Dad calls, and the dad, because the dad most had been like out of the country. So now, like, he's back, like, you know, and then he calls like, oh yeah, like, I'm back and stuff like that. Can you, I'm at a party right now, like, do you want to come through? Yeah, boy. And then the dad is like, you know, bring honeys if you want to bring honeys. So he's like, nah, like, he's not keen and stuff. He's already at a party. Okay, cool. So he tells me, I'm like, Aibo, why would your dad like be saying things? So he's like, no, our relationship is like very cool and stuff like that. And like, he got my like. And he calls like his dad, like, let's say Mr. J, because his name starts with like, his name is like somebody Jabu, you know. Fine. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, like, no probs. Then fine, okay, the next day comes, like, we sleep over and stuff. The next day comes, and then like everybody's going home, and homeboy and I don't exchange numbers. And like, I was like hacked as fuck, because I was like, oh my god, like, I love you, so what next, you know. Get home, and I'm like to my cousins, like, I remember ranting to my cousins like that whole day, I love him, like, what next, like, what must I do? I don't know, like, should I search him on social media? I search him, but like, he's not even active like that much on social media. And you're asking, okay, active on social media, which is it on, but you know, okay, I swear to you, I remember we were at my cousin's place, so now we wanted to go like to Heyyy. We're going to Heyyy, and like my cousin wanted to go do laundry because her like washing machine, so we're gonna like go to my house, and we both live like in the same area, so we were gonna take a bolt home, like to my place. Yeah, fine, no problem. We're like, okay, no, excuse me, we want to get drinks at Tops. So we decided, okay, we're gonna walk from her place to Tops, and then from Tops we're gonna bolt home. Mind you, we're looking crusty as fuck, like it's just a mess. We're just looking like a mess. I remember I was wearing like a top dress or whatever, t-shirt dress or whatever, and flops, and I just threw on that blonde wig of mine that I love, and that was literally me. And I remember now, like, she was looking crusty, man, like it was just a mess. Guys, do we one thing about life, we get to our tops, guys. We got topsy. I remember I was gonna get strong bowl obs, and then she was gonna get like herself like some beer because she really likes beer. get to Tops. Let's figure Tops. Let's take again whatever we pay. As now we're like exiting, this man is coming in. He comes in and he's like, asibulise yabo nathi sibulise. So basinjani, and we're like, we're good. And then he's like, bana, what do we drink? And I'm like, oh, strong bro. And she's like, she drinks beer. And she's like, okay, like come in, like let's buy whatever you want to drink. Yeah, bro. And we look at this nigga and we're like, don't really look like our type, but okay. I mean, who's gonna say no, you know? So we get Topsy and we get our respective drinks and stuff like that. Now it's like, okay, sharp, like juices. And then homeboy's like, no, don't you guys want to come with and stuff like that? Like, we're just going to the car wash like up the road and things like that. And there's a car wash like at the beginning of like where I live, yeah, bro. And then we're obviously skeptical because we're like, we don't know this person, like we know nothing about him. But Storma, you know what?
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
You know, like December vibes, because it's like some who wasn't the same, like what is, yeah, it was like just after December, so it's like it's a vibe that masambin. So I'm making we go to the car wash. Okay, no problem. Shame, like nice guy, and his friend was also nice. Like it's like a good time. We're just chilling in the car, chatting. Like his cars are getting washed and things like that. So cool. Like homeboy, like is really into me, yabo. The guy that we met at Tops. But then his friend mentioned something because he kept on calling him Mr. J. And he had also introduced himself like as Jabu. Now he mentioned something about where Mr. J lives. And I'm like, I feel like the story is taking long because I'm slightly tipsy. But anyway, so okay, cool. I hear where this nigga stays. And I asked a friend, but I like there. And then in Delendo at Bana Air. Then does he not have a son called, let's say the son is Kamva? And I'm like, does he not have a son called Kamva? And then the nigga's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I call the nigga and I'm like, Chabu, please come here. Like, I just want to ask something. Do you have a son called Kamva? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, how old is he? And he's like, he's 9 years old. So I'm like, okay, you know, type of thing, because I mean it was getting weird. And then he's like, Bana, yeah, let's call him, because obviously like tips, like he had been drinking night before, but you know, like we were like, okay, yeah, they had been drinking before, and then obviously like we were drinking now and stuff. So he's like, let's call him, let's call my son. Yeah, my heart is like doo doo. But I won't lie, like inside I was chilling because I was like, no man, like it's a 9-year-old, it's obviously not him. Yo. Cause story of my life. Like, do I ciao. Homeboy answers and go palwe phaya bakamva. But kuyenye surname le ibhale phaya. And after ngokafuna like le contact number ingu elgama like ukama but lelinye igama qhumasa enguyanga. Guys, literally I hear hello, and I'm like ciao zenzeka izinto emntwini engalindelanga. Now I'm like, fuck, what the hell is going on? Guys, also like I have a big ass crush on this nigga, and I thought maybe, in fact, like I went through the whole of high school not seeing this person, so I thought chances are like I'm never gonna see him again. Remember, we didn't exchange contacts, like there's nothing that is divansayo mna naye, so go bad, it's just bad. So he's like, Bana, hello, whatever. And then Mr. J is like, now there's someone that wants to talk to you. Freeze. I remember my cousin laughing at me. I literally froze, and I was like, hello. And he's like, obviously he's lost. And I'm like, and then I say like, it's Kanya. And he's like, Kanya, because obviously now he's probably shook back Kanya from. And then like I'm like, Kanya, you know, type of thing. And then obviously I think like he heard my voice, and then he's like, Bana, Heyyy, Mr. J. And I'm like, no, guys, I swear to you, till this day, I do not remember what I said, but that like, because what the fuck, like, what is going on? And then he's like, oh, Heyyy, no, it's fine, I'm going to Mr. J. Yo, hey guys, like, obviously I'm happy because I'm like, chill, like my crush, but I'm panicking because I'm gonna lose my job.
Now I'm panicking.
Yeah, don't panic.
No, I am, because I'm gonna lose my job.
But what's
Because child, like, I like this person, and no man, the day after we were chilling, I bumped into your dad at Tops. I bumped into him at Tops. I didn't even know him, and I left with him to go to some car wash and chill and drink. What is that? Like, what is that? Hi, get fine, game. But get fine, whatever. I take his number and like, cool. And then and stuff like that. Then Mr. J is like, I know guys in like my salon fountain. I'm like, oh fuck. But like the girlies are keen. Child are like my selling. They take us home because obviously remember we were crusty most and stuff, so they take us home, like we literally quickly shower, we change and stuff. 20 minutes they back and we go drink. Yo, on the way to drinking, Mr. J's like, no, like let's go past my house because I don't know what he wanted to do to change. No, it wasn't to change, man. I don't remember what he wanted to do, but he wanted to go past his house. Child, guys, like that house. That house. That took me because we were in two cars, most even because Koklanjimot is two, but like both belonged to him. So yeah, even, and then the other car thing was an Audi. So Dikwela even, and then my cousin is in the Audi. And I remember being like to him, yay, and I'm like, you know, I say like the grand Joe. And then I remember like after he parked outside of the gate, I literally hopped out and I went into the Audi because I was like, I'm not trying to catch any smoke, child, like, and the phone wasn't getting, you know. But I remember thinking like, this nigga is wrecked, bruh, like he's wrecked. And you know, like I'd known because, you know, son, I mean, he comes from money. So I had known by yay. Hey guys. So now obviously I'm thinking like, low-key though, child, like you're fumbling the bag. But like at the same time, like I was like, no, I really like, I have such a crush on this nigga. And it is about it, like it is about. I can find him. We go out and stuff, like to this like bar-ish place with and stuff, and we're drinking. Yo, then obviously now homeboy is really like hitting the Mac no, like handphone and things like that. And I'm like, nah dude, like I can't, you know, like I can't be within such, because like as much as like I'm a messy hand, but I'm also like I'm not a messy hand. So I was just like, money out. I get the whole night like he was just like macking, and I was like, I remember he kept on being like, I swear, fuck Kamva, don't you lied to Guatini. Yo guys, it was just a mess. Like he was like, I swear he lied to Guatini. Utiko kanokwenza bana sidibane the day after you meet him, and it's just, that's it, like, and all of those things and whatever, like, you know, whatever, yay, it needs man do I teta and stuff. But yeah, long story short, obviously like I was just never into like that. And then went home, like obviously after the night ended, like they took us home, and it was like a really nice day actually. And then obviously Mr. J and I never spoke again. And then Kamva and we had each other on WhatsApp, and then and then I remember like obviously being like, oh, you know, like I really like you, you know, type of thing. He was like, no, I'm not like ready for a relationship and all of those things and whatever. And honestly, like I wasn't really looking for a relationship, but like I really liked him. Honestly, like I had such a big crush on him. But I don't remember when we stopped talking. It's probably, yeah, I don't remember when we stopped talking, but I obviously got into a relationship after that and all of those things. So yeah, but yeah guys, like that was just such a messy and weird and crazy coincidence. Like guys, I've always said, I think I've said on this channel as well, I've always said like the craziest things happen to me, guys. Like like because it was just like, what are the chances? Like, what are the odds?
You are kidding me. What are the odds?
Like, what are the odds? Hey, bo. But anyway, yeah guys, like that's the end of the story. I really hope like you guys enjoyed the story, as crazy as it is. Like it's very hot today. Because I'm just, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story, and I hope you remember to comment, to like, to subscribe, come back. Like, you know, I'm gonna try to be consistent, child, and yeah, come back, man. And you know, like if you enjoy my content, all those things, and please engage with me on my other like social media platforms, which is Kektober on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I really love you guys so much. Bye.